Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer review video. Today we got the Epson Workforce 7720 and we're going to be doing an unboxing, setup, and review of this printer. Now really quick before we get into the rest of the video where I start unboxing the printer and getting into the rest of it, I just want to mention a few things. Just bear with me for a few moments. I'm going to go through a few things, then we're going to get started. And if you could just stick through the rest of the video, the whole video, because I have a lot of information to share with you. If you don't already know me, my name is Brandon. I'm the founder of bestprinterstech.com and Best Printers, which is my website, which is going to be in the description below and somewhere in the cards here as well if you click on them. And I sell a variety of ink products and printers as well. So you can find the ink for this printer on my website. That is going to be up on there. And if today you were wanting to make a buying decision on this printer, I'm going to leave a link to that in the description below, but it'll also be on my website. So there's a few places you can find this printer for you to go ahead and purchase it. Now I do sell through Amazon, and I highly recommend that you use Amazon Prime. If you have not already used or have a membership with Amazon Prime, you can get it for 30 days for free, and basically that's going to allow you to receive your packages that you purchase from Amazon very quickly. So if you don't already have Amazon Prime, what are you waiting for? It's a very good service. It's free. After you're done with it, you don't necessarily have to use it anymore, as well as some other products that I'll mention here that you're going to need for the printer and the printer as well. A few other resources, the printer ink, A to B USB cable, but I'll mention that a little bit later. So I hope that you find this video helpful if you're looking to see how the printer kind of looks, how it feels, how big it really is. This is very much a big printer, and you're going to see here I'm going to try to tackle this thing and open it up. It is a very large printer, so you most likely have a larger office space that you're using, and you're looking to see if this is the printer for you, and I hope that I help you find that out today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started. So the first thing you're going to get is this ink, 252i Epson ink. Keep in mind, if you need to purchase some more, I'm going to leave a card somewhere here and in the description that will be there and on my website. So if you needed any more than this, go ahead and save my website, save whatever product I have in the description below, and you can purchase some more when the time comes. So there you have your printer there, your Workforce 7720. It is very heavy, so I'm going to let it down gently. And you're going to have your power cord here. So it looks like it's a 3-pin power cord. That's what I was expecting, because it's going to need a lot of power to work this thing. There's also a DVD and some instructions that come in the box, so just make sure that you get a hold of that. Alright, so here you have the Epson Workforce 7720. Very large. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all this blue tape, and you can tell here it is a very wide and large printer, and of course it's got the wide format printing, but we'll get into that in just a moment, and we'll go ahead and I'll continue to take this apart, and we'll go ahead and power it on. Alright, so we're powering it on. I got most of the blue tape. Of course, you're going to want to take off the rest of it. That is all around here on this paper tray as well. Kind of missed these, but that's no big deal. Just take them right off. So there you have it. This is a pretty large shelving space that I have here, and this is taking up quite a bit of it. So this is very large. If you can see there, that's a large printer there. It's the OfficeJet 8620. You can also find them on my website, but you can see that this is basically 1.5 times bigger than that printer there. So that's already a large printer to me, but this is a very large printer. You also have the wide format on the top paper tray. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and we are going to set it up. So it prints up to 13 by 19 inches A3, which is very large. So you can imagine this is for those of you that have very large papers or projects to do. So that's A3, 13 by 19. you have very high quality, and instead of using a color laser printer, you can have this printer, which is affordable, which last I checked was around $199. It's on sale right now, so it's very much affordable, and you're getting a lot with it. So right here you see the price. It's going for $199.99. That is very, very inexpensive, and of course it's Amazon certified. They will replenish your ink. So it has the capacity to fit 500 pages in each paper tray, and you have an automatic two-sided print, copy, scanned, and fax. So you've got that automatically where it will do double-sided, and it's very quick. It's got the speed when it's doing double-sided printing. You can do large scans directly from your phone, which you can print from wirelessly from your phone or laptop, whatever it is. And you got a speed of about 32 pages per minute in black. So it is very, very fast at printing color and black. But let's go ahead and let's set this guy up. So just go through all the settings. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it that way. Then you're gonna want to have your prepare your ink to put into the printer. Now on the side here, you're gonna want to take off some blue tape because the print head inside here is not gonna be able to move if you don't do that. And at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and get the ink prepared. Okay, so once you're done with your ink, you're going to go ahead and lift the top of the printer up. Alright, so once you get to this point, your print head will come to the middle. This is your print head. And you're going to lift the top of it up. You're going to place your ink right down in there, one at a time. So it's all marked, so you know exactly where to put the ink. And you're putting it on this side. Make sure that the chip is in the front, and then you've got it right there as well. You've got the two copper pieces that will be meeting. Alright, and then you're going to go ahead and shut the top of it, and it is going to start setting up and initialize, so you go ahead and let it do that. Now anytime during the video, you can pause the video to go down and check out the links in the description below. Again, one of them being for this printer, Amazon Prime, for the printer ink, as well as my website. You can check that out. You can always come back to the video later if that's something you were needing to do. Alright, so that is complete. And you're going to go ahead and close that out. And you're going to select a paper source. So I really just wanted to show you the paper tray here. So this comes right off. And you really can just adjust to the size you need. Of course, you can do envelopes and just regular size paper, but you can also do very large paper. And so I just wanted you to see kind of how large it is. You can get up to A3, which A3 is 13 by 19, so that's very large. It comes all the way up to here, and so you can do a lot with that. So if that's a feature you were looking at getting into, that's something that is available, but of course you can bring it down to size and have regular paper as well. Alright, so yeah, don't forget to put the top of the paper tray right on there. Okay, so just like that, it's nice and clear. I like this material. It's nothing too fancy, but it's very much functional. So now, you also have a second paper tray here, which I'm not going to open this up, but it's going to be basically the same thing as the other one. So this is just giving you maximum capabilities and giving you two different trays that are very, very large. Alright, so here you have touchscreen, which I find extremely vital to printers nowadays. And you really have kind of a Windows 10-ish look to it. It's very, very nice and modern. You have the top here, and you've got some options. Of course, you can you get into quiet mode, and I find that something that I always mention in these videos because it's so important. You don't want to hear that noise sometimes. And then you've got your ink here. You can check out how much ink you have and your job status there. So on the top, you've got a good amount of resources. You've got your Wi-Fi, and you've got some different things here, sleep mode. And on the front here, you have copy, scan, fax, and you also have your memory devices. You can still print photos with this printer. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see how this thing looks. So start that. So this is the paper tray. You got the little flap here that almost every printer has. So really nothing special here. It's just a generic basic paper holder, and you've got your paper that comes right out like that. Very smooth, very quick, no complications. And of course, if you are someone that kind of struggles with technology, isn't really savvy with, you know, a lot of the new stuff, you've got this little button here on the side. I always mention this, but you can check out troubleshooting and how to. If you need to know how to do something and your kid or your grandkid doesn't want to help you out, you can just go ahead, and you've got a lot of different resources here. Just remember, it's this question mark that's on the side there. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Now, if you're running a big office and you're buying this printer because you want to print massive amounts of documents and you don't want to deal with a lot of, you know, reloading paper again and whatnot, and things running out, this is the printer for you. This is a large industrial, close to industrial size printer that is extremely affordable. For a lot of printers, you get into the thousands, sometimes getting into the bigger printers. This one is right around $200. You saw it on my phone on Amazon, so it's on sale on Amazon. So that's why I highly recommend that you go through my links and my website, because you're always going to get the best price. But just so you get a feel for it, it's about 22 inches across, and from top to bottom it's about, you know, 16 to 17 inches. You can see there it goes into sleep mode quite quickly. And so that's going to help you save on energy, because it's constantly going to go into sleep mode when you're not utilizing it. The top paper tray to me is a big deal, having that. I also have a paper tray here on the back, which every printer has, but this one does as well. But you really have a lot of options on where to print, and the amount of paper that you can hold here. You got the double-sided printing. It's very quick when it's double-sided. The quality on this printer is very good. Again, I'm going to be selling you some remanufactured ink for this printer, and as long as you keep up with the maintenance and you don't run low on any of the colors, you should not have an issue. If you do that with Epson or remanufactured ink, that's when you have the problems. But I hope that you'll save my website in your browser and use me as a resource for your ink and for any future printer purchases. Your top printer scanner is also going to go up to A3, which is again 13 by 19, very large. So it's not just the paper tray, not just the printing, but it's also the scanning. So if you needed to scan something that is very large, up to A3, you have a scanner here that will do that. So that wraps up the review for the Epson Workforce 7720. I really like this printer. This printer is very much affordable. It's only $50 more than the 7710, and I'm gonna leave a video to that towards the end here of the video, where that's another option for you. If you wanted something that's one step lower and a little bit cheaper, you can go with the Epson Workforce 7710. I would say that's more for a home office area. This is more for an office or a home office where you're having to print a lot. But these are both very reliable printers. I would say that for me, I like both of them, the 7710 and 7720. My only thing would be that I would want this only at my office because it's so big. I don't want this sitting on my desk somewhere. And I would like to have the 7710. I don't mind that being on my desk somewhere here at home. But in the office, of course, I want something that's very big, something that can take on a big workload and has a lot of options for a lot of different sizes. So I really hope that this video has been helpful. Again, my website, bestprinterstech.com. Got it right down here as well, where you can find your ink, printers. You can find the Workforce 7710 on there as well. And again, I'm going to leave a video to the review and unboxing I did for that printer. Now, these printers never come with A to B cables, and so I'm going to include that in the description below as well. So a lot of resources. Take your time and use whatever resources are most important to you as far as your needs are concerned, and I hope that you will use my website as a resource for your future printer purchases and ink purchases. There's also a lot of different sections on my website. I have some Amazon services that are provided there, including Amazon Prime, which I'm highly promoting because it is for free. It's free to you as the user. And so I want to be a resource for you when it comes to printing. A lot of times you can get into losing money. I also do a lot of printer repair. And so if one day this printer doesn't work for you, come back to my channel, I will show you how to fix it up very inexpensively. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. You're going to have some images that come up here. Make sure you subscribe, click these buttons, and visit my website. I would greatly appreciate that. I hope this was helpful and informative. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and comment below. Thanks for watching, and until next time.